want to go on the cross. I know they're gonna say, "Oh, it was his human nature." But I'm just looking at the facts that he prayed on 3 different occasions for the Father to take the cup away from him. Even when he appeared to the disciples, he told them, "I'm not dead. I am not a ghost. Touch me. Look, touch my
But see,
wounds. I'm not a
but
ghost."
see, so here's why I asked you what I asked you earlier, because what we don't allow on this stage is for those who believe that the Bible is corrupted to quote the Bible. If you're going to quote the Bible, you're going to quote any verse, you're going to have to prove that that verse was there and is uncorrupted, and that's the original verse. So respectfully, we don't really want to hear what you have to say about what you heard in the Bible. You're trying to go to the Bible to prove something that the Quran is stating. That's not the way that you verify that. The Bible speaks of Jesus being unalived on the cross. The Bible speaks of that very, very vividly. So we're not going to allow you to do that. You can't go to the Bible because you believe it's corrupted. So you've
Well,
you,
look,
you, you've already you've
I've
already
already
removed
said my, with
yourself.
all due respect, yeah,
You've
I've
already
already,
removed
yeah,
yourself from
I've
quoting the
already,
Bible. You believe it's corrupted. It doesn't. We
look,
we, we can't take that.
I've already kind of addressed what I needed to address. I mean, like if you have some questions for me about
Yeah,
Islam, I'll be
I'm
happy to.
about to. You cut me off, and I'm about to ask you the question.
Oh,
So
okay, because I was gonna say I'll just remove my. You saying, see, I don't allow people to tell me what I can and can't do. I'll just remove myself from the panel with all due respect. The book is not exclusive. I would never tell you whether you're a Muslim or not, because you don't believe that the Quran. You don't
okay,
believe that the Quran. Hold on,
so
wait. You
okay,
don't
so
believe
wait,
you don't
so
believe that the
wait,
Quran is
so
the
you
word of
didn't.
God, but you got a
Okay,
Quran.
so watch
I would
this.
never tell
So watch
you
this. We're
just
so
because you said that the Quran is corrupt.
All right.
Oh, you
So
can't
you
come
wanna
and
do
talk
you want
about
to
the
know the
Quran.
difference? Okay. So do you want to know the difference between quoting something that I don't know if it was there or not, and quoting something that I believe is there? Do I have to tell you the difference between the two? If you're quoting something that's corrupted, that means that you don't know if that verse was even originally there or not. So we can't take it for face value. If I'm
I quoted
quoting the
for you
Quran,
because you know it's
Taylor,
there.
hold on,
See, I quoted for you.
Hold on. If I quote the Quran, me believing that the Quran is the word of God or not has nothing to do with whether I believe what I'm reading on paper was originally on paper. So that means I can quote anything in the Quran like I want to because I don't believe the Quran is corrupted, which means that I agree with what's on the paper. I believe that it's there and it was there and it was written there at a specific point in time. I'm not quoting something that I don't know if it was changed or corrupted or changed to fit a specific narrative. This is what you're doing when you go to the
All
Bible.
right, but
So
listen,
you just so let
I'm
me
not.
hold
With
on.
all
So
due
let me
respect,
hold on. So
though,
let
but
me finish the point. Let me finish my point. So what you just did was fired off a couple of Bible verses, right? Or at least mentioned some Bible verses and some things that took place in the Bible. And you didn't even fact check whether that stuff was original or corrupted. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you fact check the verses
well,
that you just quoted in the Bible?
listen. With all due respect, we don't know each other, and this is our first time up. I fact check everything, my guy. I've been doing this as far as studying the Bible, the Quran, looking up the Hebrew, the Greek, the history for over 30 years now, constantly. I don't subscribe to being right. I subscribe to presenting facts and evidence. So if I quoted something or whatever, whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
that's why if I quoted something, I didn't say that the entire Bible was false. So again, I didn't never say that the entire Bible was false. I happen to understand what the Bible is. The Old Testament, it's the Tanakh.
I'm not
It
asking you
consists.
about
I
that.
know, but
Let's stay on topic.
I'm just showing you the
Hold on.
difference between
Hold
me
on.
and you.
I'm allowing you to speak, but let's stay on topic. I didn't ask you about the Old Testament. I didn't ask you about all that extra stuff. I literally said, first of all, if you slow down and listen to what I'm saying, I told you that I'm not saying you can't quote the Bible. I literally said if you quote the Bible, you're going to have to prove that the scriptures that you're quoting is uncorrupted, unchanged, and those are the original scriptures that are supposed to be there.
Okay, but I never said that the entire Bible was corrupted. I never
Great. So
said
now
that.
you're going to have to
I
listen,
never
listen.
said that though.
I understand that. So now you're going to have to prove what you're reading isn't the corrupted part.
Okay, but listen, we can move on because I don't need to talk about the Bible at all. I'm not here.
Thank
Look,
you.
I don't need to
Thank you.
talk
So
about the
now let's
Bible at
not, okay.
all.
Thank you. So now
You
let's not.
questioned why I had the Hebrew sign. Well, you didn't
No,
ask me.
no.
No, you
So
did.
okay,
You
so now,
absolutely
okay,
did.
so
You
now you're
didn't ask me
losing.
why I have it. You
Okay,
questioned
Tab,
me and said
Tab,
that it was flaky or
Tab. Now
faulty
you're
or something.
losing sight. Tab. Now you're losing sight of the conversation. I literally only made a statement about you quoting the Bible because you recently just quoted the Bible. It had nothing to do with the symbol in your profile. We already discussed that. That's over with. Then when I tried to get you to prove that what you're quoting in the Bible is original, uncorrupted, and was originally there and unchanged, now you're saying you don't need to quote the Bible. Great, don't quote it.
Listen to what you're doing. First of all, you didn't ask me to prove anything. You said, hey, we don't allow people who say that the Bible is corrupt to get up here and to quote verses unless they can prove that the Bible verses is tampered with and corrupted. And then I told you, well, listen, we don't have to talk
That's
about
not
the
what I
Bible. Oh,
said.
look,
That's not what I
you,
said. Hold on, pause,
okay,
because that's not what I said. You're
okay.
you're not listening. Slow down for a second and let me repeat myself, please. Let
Do
me
you want to
repeat
ask me
myself.
some questions? Look, but do you want
Tab,
to ask me some? I know, but look, I
tab.
don't want to do this. Look, I don't want to do this. If
I
you want to
bet.
ask me some questions about Islam,
I bet
because
because
I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm not
you
talking, but
brought
if
up
you
the
want to
Bible.
talk, but if you want me to show you the corruption in the
Tab,
Bible, no problem. I can do it
tab,
100%.
tab,
Otherwise,
tab.
we can move on, my guy.
Tav, I
This is
didn't tell
stupid.
you. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are so caught up in the same argument that you can't even understand what I asked of you. I didn't ask you to prove to me the Bible is corrupted. I asked for you to prove to me the verses you're quoting is uncorrupted, unchanged. That
And I'm
means that
saying,
you
and I'm
that
saying
means
I'm
that
not,
you
and
need
I'm
to
saying I don't want to,
establish.
and I'm saying I don't want to do that.
Okay,
If
so
you don't
don't
want to
quote.
respect, and I
Okay,
said,
wait.
fine, I won't quote no Bible. That's what I'm saying. What
Okay,
part of that don't you
okay, great,
understand?
okay, great. So now, okay, great. So now mute for a second. Thank you. So now you're agreeing with my position because now that I'm trying to tell you how to
I'm not
hold
agreeing with
on,
you.
man.
Listen, but I'm not
Hey
agreeing
Tav,
with you.
bro.
I'm not agreeing
Hey
with you though,
Tav,
bro.
bro. Tav, bro. You all over the place, bro. Just mute up, please, man. Because when I asked you to prove what you wanted to prove about the Bible, you said, first of all, I don't like people telling me what to do. When all I'm asking you to do is just prove the stuff that you point out. If you claim that you don't believe the Bible is entirely corrupted, then that means that you believe some of it is corrupted and some of it is uncorrupted. That means that you have now left yourself in the position of proving what you're reading is uncorrupted. That's not my fault. That's your fault. You can't just make that statement and then fire off verses about the Bible like we're supposed to just know if those verses are uncorrupted. Now we want to know if those verses are uncorrupted because you're firing off stuff about the Bible like we're supposed to just take your word for it. It doesn't work like that. I don't want to talk about the Bible. I want to talk about what your Quran says about Jesus. But you quoted the Bible. No one asked you to do that. You did that on your own. So if you don't want to talk about the Bible, let's go back to the Quran.
Hey, I've been there. Go ahead, ask whatever question you need, sir.
All right, thank you. So what happened to Jesus according to Islam, not the Bible?
Say it again. That's what I'm saying, bro. You look. I already said, but I'm gonna say it again. In the Quran, Jesus was not crucified, nor was he killed.
Okay, what happened to him?
Taken up, and he shall return. That's it. There's
All right.
nothing else about that. He was taken up. God raised him up to himself, and then he shall, as a sign on the day of judgment, when he returns, it's the sign of the day of judgment.
Okay, so you told the word that he was crucified. How was he crucified if the Quran says he wasn't crucified? You said he was on
Said
the
that he was
cross.
never crucified. Crucified
Wait,
means you was killed.
you said he was on the cross.
Listen, bro. Never
You said he was on the
crucified, nor was
cross.
he was never crucified and killed. That's
Wait,
it.
wait, wait. If he was
Listen,
never
bro.
on the cross, wait.
Listen,
If your
listen.
Quran says
Cause
he
you,
wasn't
cause,
on the
cause
cross,
just because someone's on the cross, do that mean they was actually crucified? Crucified mean you was killed, bro. That's when they crucify you. What Jesus Barabbas? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you examples. Not that I'm quoting the Bible. I'm showing you your hypocrisy. Jesus Barabbas was on the cross, but he wasn't crucified, bro.
if you allow me to finish the point, then you would actually understand what I'm saying. It says he was neither unalived or crucified, it was made to appear so. So if it was made to appear as if he was crucified, well, then that means that he wasn't on the cross. If it was made to appear that someone was on the cross, hold
Only
on,
way that the
hold
Jews
on.
could
If it
think
was
that they
made to
killed him and
appear,
crucified is that
hold
he
on.
was on the cross, bro. But
If
if
it was
that's your
made to
position, that's
appear,
your position.
1 second. If it no. If it was made to appear as if he was on the cross being crucified, then that means he wasn't on the cross being crucified. Correct? If I made it to appear as if I was on this live stream, does that mean I was on this live stream or no?
Look, the Quran says what it says, and we believe what we believe. I told you that he wasn't crucified, nor was he killed, but he was on the cross, and it was
But you're
appeared to them.
disregarding the rest of the verse. You're
Hey, listen,
disregarding the rest of the
I'm
verse.
not disregarding anything. You listen. How about this? You made a statement. So since you're saying that Jesus wasn't on the cross, you prove from an Islamic. Go get any Islamic material. The same thing that you said to me about the Bible, I'm now saying to you about the Quran.
Okay.
Go and get.
You want me to do that?
Go listen. Go get the Hadith or the Tafsir. Matter of fact, go get the Tafsir to that verse
Okay.
and see what it says. Bring up the Tafsir.
All right, bro. I'm so glad that you asked me that because I'm waiting to see you throw whoever I pull up under the bus. So glad you asked that.
Bro, anytime you bring up a hadith in the tafsir and it is sound, it is what it is.
Okay.
We're just because we're Muslims don't mean we know everything. Do you know everything? Because I don't only person I know that's all knowing is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We make mistakes. I don't know everything.
All
I
right.
absolutely 100% don't know everything. So it is what it is. If you find a tafsir hadith that say he wasn't on the cross, then alhamdulillah, he wasn't on the cross. Then I'll just be wrong about that particular issue. It's not going to hurt my faith or make me be any different than who I am. Because again, I'm not all knowing. We make mistakes and we don't know everything.
All right, bro. I'm about to get it for you right now, and then we're gonna see what happens.
And if you get it, what does it change? Is it going to make
Hold
you
on,
become
wait.
a
So do
no?
you
But
want
I'm
me
just
to
saying
get it? So
you
do you
can
want
get
me to
it. I'm
get
just
it?
having a conversation with you, bro. Bring it up. But I'm saying, okay, you get it. Then what? What does it change? Then you said, okay, I was wrong about that point. Well, what is it going to change? See what I'm saying? It's not going to change anything as far as me being a Muslim, believing what I believe, and you being who you are and believing what you believe. See what I'm saying? I came up I came up to give you clarifications on about the Quran. I never even mentioned your topic. I didn't even look at what your topic was, to be honest with you. I seen a Muslim not really being able to answer the questions like he should as far as the Quran or explanation or the way you guys was asking the questions. So I simply answered the questions about the Quran. Then, if you have some questions about me, I'll be glad to answer. What I don't know, I can simply find an answer for you. And if you know something that I don't know, no problem. I'm forever a student. So I'm okay. So if he, what is your point going to prove? He still, our belief is he still wasn't crucified. He still wasn't killed, which negates someone being able to die for your sin
Man,
at the end of the
bro,
day. I'm just
let me
talking
just
while you bringing up the verse, bro.
yeah.
Again, I'm just talking while you looking for whatever you looking for. If I'm saying something wrong to you, man, then hey, you don't have to
I
speak
mean,
for me.
because you
But I
kind of
don't think I'm
asking
saying
for it.
nothing
I mean,
wrong.
because what you're doing is you kind of asking for it, but then you already saying if you
No,
wrong, it don't matter.
I'm not, because I'm saying
What you
if
already have your
I'm
out.
asking you a question, that's not an
All right,
out. I'm
all right,
saying
bro.
even if I'm
Okay,
wrong,
bro.
what is your point? What are you trying to prove?
It don't matter. I'm gonna tell. I'm not finna argue with you about something I ain't showed you yet.
Oh, I'm just asking you a question.
You already trying to run away
I
from
ain't
the
trying to
point.
listen, man. Ain't nobody trying to run from you
You
at
already
all.
trying to run
I'm
away
not
from the
listening. I
point
could
because you
run
already.
from what
All right.
point?
Okay, so let me just
What's
read,
the
bro.
point? You
Okay,
didn't even tell me no point. You
I don't
asked
need
me.
to tell you the point yet.
Quit trying to be nickel slick, bro.
I
You
don't need to
asked me a
tell you the
hold
point
up.
yet,
You asked
man.
me. No,
Oh
you
my
trying to
god.
be
Hey,
nickel
hey,
slick,
hey,
bro.
hey, hey,
Bro,
hold
You
on,
listen,
hold
asked
on,
me a
you
hold on.
arguing with
question.
Hey,
You
yourself.
Tam,
asked no, bro.
Tam,
You
You
arguing
don't
Tam,
with
no,
Tam,
word,
yourself.
word.
chill
You see,
out,
you let.
chill out,
I'm
Tam,
Bro,
not look. I'm being
bro,
so respectful, but your
Tally
bro
or
came
whatever his
being
name
nickel
Tam.
is.
slick, bro.
You arguing with yourself.
I'm not arguing,
I'm not
bro.
even arguing with
He
you.
haven't
I'm not
even brought it
arguing.
up yet,
You
Tam.
arguing
Calm
with
I
down.
know, but
yourself,
word,
bro.
listen. Word, he asked
What,
me a
bro? What is
question. I
going
answered
on,
the
bro?
question, so I'm asking him, what's the point? He's talking about,
Let's
oh, I
just,
can't tell you the point yet.
well,
That means
let
you
him
Because
bring
I
being
out
nickel
can't.
his,
slick. To me,
let
you
I'm
him
not
being
bring
gonna
out
nickel
his
tell
slick
you.
evidence.
because you can't be
Tam,
straightforward for what you're trying to do. Go ahead,
bro.
word.
I
Yes,
don't
sir.
like muting people on here.
Go
I
ahead. I
think we
got
are
you.
all adults enough
That's
to where we can have
crazy.
a genuine back and forth. Okay, so I don't like muting people. I think you have enough self control and self constraint as an adult that you can do that yourself. But if I have to, I will. But I don't like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Word, could I ask you a question when you're done talking, sir?
Yeah, I'm just saying that all I'm saying is just let him bring his
I got
evidence,
you.
and
Word.
and
I
then y'all
got
can
you.
go back and forth, bro.
Look,
You know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying?
Look, if you ask me a question and I say, okay, I'll answer your question. But I answered the question, you didn't say inside the question that you was trying to prove me wrong somehow. That's why I'm saying he being nickel slick. You asked me a question now, it's like you trying to challenge me. So if you're trying to challenge me, at least tell me what it is you're trying to challenge. Even if
That's what
look,
he's doing. He's
no, but
bringing out the
listen to
source to
I know, but listen to what
to
I'm saying, Word. Look,
strengthen his
hear me out.
argument.
Look, hear what I'm saying, Word. Even if he go find a tafsir or hadith that say Jesus wasn't on the cross, it doesn't change the fact that the Quran said he wasn't killed or crucified, right? Because that's what the argument is. So even if I was wrong, it's not going to change the fact that the Quran said he wasn't killed or crucified. Yes or no?
Bro, can I just read the hadith, the tafsir, bro? You do. I don't know what's
I
going
mean,
on.
I understand your position, Tav, but let him at least bring it out, and then we can just go from there. All right?
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you. Jeez. So anyway, you can go here, Tafsir Ibn Kathir, Quran.com. I'll show you here. You don't need to. Let me highlight this so I don't lose it. Here, Tafsir Ibn Kathir 4157. Okay. Now he's already stated that no matter what this says, right? He's gonna accept it, right? If this says he wasn't on the cross, he wasn't on the cross. Well, let's see if he accepts what else it says. All right, so we'll start from here and we'll read this here. All right, so it says here. If I turn my thing to the side, is that gonna change? Yeah, that yeah.
It'd probably be hard for the audience
All
to
right.
read it.
Yeah, right. Okay, let me just. So it says, when the king's deputy in Jerusalem received these orders, he went with some Jews to the house that Isa was residing in, and he was then with 12, 13 or 17 of his companions. That day was a Friday. In the evening, they surrounded Isa in the house, and when he felt that they would soon enter the house, or that he would sooner or later have to leave it, he said to his companions, "Who volunteers to be made to look like me?" For which he would be my companion in paradise. A young man volunteered, but Isa thought he was too young. He asked the question a second and third time, each time the young man volunteering, prompting Isa to say, "Well, then you will be that man." Allah made the young man look exactly like Isa, while a hole opened in the roof of the house, and Isa was made to sleep and ascend to heaven while asleep. So was Jesus on the cross, Tav? And then I know you caught the other problems that it's
No,
saying.
actually, I'm gonna go do my own research. As
Oh,
far as that's
okay.
what I was listen. As far as
Okay.
that's what I was listen. That's what I was doing. The first thing I came across said that Jesus was not on the cross. It appeared so he wasn't on the cross. So now what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go look at the tafsirs, and then I'm gonna go look at all the different schools of thoughts and what they say, and see what the majority say. So as of right now, I'm gonna take the position from the first thing that I read that he was not on the cross until I can go see what the majority of the Muslims and read the tafsir for myself and see what it say. What you're reading from Quran.com, I'm not gonna speak about it. I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I'm gonna go look at what I believe to be reliable Muslim sources, and then I'll go from there. But for right now, I'll just go with the position that he was not on the cross. Okay, and now I'll ask you, okay, he wasn't on the cross. Does that mean Ron said he wasn't crucified or killed? Does that change anything? Because you say that or it says that he wasn't on the cross. What does it change? He wasn't killed or he wasn't crucified. What does it change?
Yeah, so it poses multiple problems. Second of all, you agree that he's not on the cross on the basis of what? Because
I said, this is what I said, so we can be clear. I said right now, the first source that I pulled up on Google, it wasn't necessarily an Islamic source, but I seen what it said as far as he resembled. I say, so now what I'm gonna go do is see if that's the position of all the Muslims. Look at the tafsir and look at the hadith and see if that's the position of the salaf and the full, the ulama. I don't know if what you came from a Shiite thing or Quran. I don't know where it came from. No disrespect to where you got it from. That's why I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying this is my position. So right now, since I've seen that source, I'm gonna say, okay, he wasn't on the cross. So my question to you is, okay, he wasn't on the cross. The Quran's position still is he wasn't crucified, nor was he killed. That's still the Quran's
Even
position.
Ibn Kathir is not Shia though. I'm just throw that out there. So
right,
let me can I read you a verse tab from the Quran? It's 1933, and this is Isa talking. It says, "Peace be upon me, the day I was born, the day I die, and the day I will be raised back to life." When is Isa gonna die?
When he come back, that's the
So
Muslims. That's the Muslim position that when Jesus returns, Jesus will be
wait,
killed.
let's hold him. Wait, let's hold him to the crucifixion because he's gonna go to the hadith that states he's gonna come back, get married, break the cross, and all that.
No, you
That's
look, see,
gonna
yeah,
take.
yeah, yeah.
That's
You
gonna
right.
take
You
us.
what you
right.
That's
should
gonna
listen.
take us
Hold
off
up.
the crucifixion.
What you shouldn't
You
do
right.
is
You
you
right.
shouldn't look. What you shouldn't do is assume because I don't even know that hadith. So don't assume.
But
I'm going to tell
you're
you what the
paraphrasing it.
Quran say. No, but I'm telling you what the Quran say, and I know what we believe as
The
Muslims.
Quran doesn't say he's gonna. Okay.
No, I'm listening to what I know what the Quran say, and I know what we believe as Muslims. I know what the Hadith say about Isa as far as when he returned. And I know our position is that he will die when he returns after he killed the Dajjal, aka the Antichrist. He will live a life and then he will die. That's what the Muslim position is. So again, you're not going to change that belief of what we believe.
Okay, so you're denying the stuff that I'm saying, but you're also agreeing with the stuff that I'm saying. Let's just go back to the crucifixion.
Anything he's saying, that's your
Okay,
look.
so do
One
you
thing, listen,
disagree
hold
with
up,
the
listen,
hadith?
hold up. One thing that we
No,
can't do,
I can barely
listen.
have a conversation with this
No,
dude,
bro, because
man.
look to what you're saying. One thing that we can't do, and what I'm not going to allow you to do, I'm not going to allow you to put your own interpretation on the Quran. Just the same as you told, you're
I
not going to put your
didn't.
own interpretation. So I'm telling you what we as Muslims believe that when it says peace on the day I was born, peace on the day I die, and peace on the day I am raised, as Muslims, we believe that when Jesus returned, then he will be killed. That's what we believe.
By who? By who? Who is he going to be unalive by?
I don't know. I don't know by who. I mean, you maybe can go research and find an answer, but I can't tell you right now. But I can go research and see if that answer is there. It may not be important for it may not be important. So
All right. Okay.
I
So
don't
let's
know.
go back to the crucifixion then, bro. Because
That's the silliest logic ever,
yeah,
though.
bro.
But go
Like,
ahead.
yeah, we arguing, but then it ends up being I don't know. So let's just have a conversation then, bro. Because you kind of talking like you want to, like you don't want to debate, but you do want to debate, and then all of a sudden it's I don't know. Like you make a statement, then when somebody asks you a question, it's I don't know. Where do you go?
I guess he ran. I
Wow.
guess he ran. Maybe he'll be back.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. He coming back. Maybe he
Oh, I
just
was
got
about to say,
disconnected.
bro,
There you
ain't
go.
no way, bro.
To run and number one, listen. First of all, I never came up here and told you I wanted to debate. If you want to debate, then you can say, "Hey, man, let's debate about these things." But I made myself perfectly clear.
I didn't
Look.
say
I
that.
seen. Hold on. Let me explain. I
Bro,
seen.
stop
Hold on.
saying. Okay, bro, let me just mute you for a
Look,
second,
bro. No,
please.
no.
I didn't just say that. So stop saying, hold up, let me speak, when you're misunderstanding the stuff that I'm telling you. I never said that you came up here to debate. So I don't need you to explain to me how you didn't come up here to debate. I literally said that in my statement. I said you came up, you didn't come up here to debate, but it seems like that's what you want to do. And then when we start questioning, it always ends up to an I don't know. That's literally what happened multiple times on this
So if
stage
I
so far.
said that I don't want to debate, and you asked me a question, and I answered the question honestly, because you said, who's going to kill Issa? And I said, I don't know. And it seems like you're in your feelings because I gave you an honest answer. And then you made that statement that you just made. Oh, he act like he want to debate, but he say he didn't. But when I asked him a question, I didn't say I didn't know every question you answered. I answered the ones I answered. And when you ask that specific question right there, I say, hey, I don't know, but I'll go try to see about the answer. I've never heard nobody even ask who's going to kill Issa. I've never heard no Muslim say who's going to kill Issa. I could have told you that, but I say, hey, I don't know, but I'll go try to find an answer. Or you can go research and try to find an answer. So let's just keep this thing at 100, man. You see, like I say, if you want to debate, I already told you. If you got some questions you want to answer, I can answer them for you. If I can't, I'll go find an answer, or you can go find them yourself. But if you want to debate, right now is not the time to debate because I'm trying to break fast and eat. So I only came up here to answer those questions. You seem like you want to debate.
No,
So no,
no,
you seem
no.
like you want to
We're
debate.
questioning. We're questioning the crucifixion. Let's go back to the crucifixion. I hate talking about the actual conversation we're supposed to be having. All right, this is what you keep leading us to do. Stop doing that, and let's just talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. Let's talk about the crucifixion. Is that cool? Can we talk about the crucifixion, Tab?
Answering the question that you asked me, you can answer again. So I
All
don't know
right.
what's going
Okay.
on.
All right. All right. So you asked me, well, regardless of whether I think he was on the cross or not, it says he wasn't crucified. All right, cool. Well, it seems to me as if you don't understand what it means as if it was made to appear so. If it was made to appear as if he was being crucified, well then that would mean that he's not on the cross. Okay? So at the end of the day, he wasn't on the cross. All right, we're going to establish that. I also read a tafsir where they state he never even made it to the cross. Okay, and it states that they swapped out some young man or young boy, whatever. I don't want to misquote it, but either young man or young boy, right, to take Jesus's place. And Jesus said 3 times, "No, you're too young." But I'm guessing he was the only one volunteering. So Allah allowed a young boy to be crucified for Jesus and made Jesus to sleep and rose him up out of there. Okay? So here's the problem. If you don't let me ask you this. Do you believe in that tafsir, yes or no?
I would have to go read the text here for myself and see if it's authentic. So I'm not going to answer that question right now.
Okay. All right. Now, what does it mean when it says it was made to appear so then?
Again, we pull up the tafsir, and whatever the tafsir say, that's what it means, brother. Because see, I'm not never.
Bro,
I can't
what
give you.
is
I can't never give you my opinion on the Quran. What part of that don't you understand? No Muslim's gonna give you their own opinion on the Quran. So it's whatever the tafsir say or what the Prophet Muhammad said. So I'm saying if you since you're pulling stuff up, it's not that I'm running. I'm saying pull up what the tafsir say. Ibn Kathir, pull it up, and you'll have your answer. That's going to be the same answer I give you, because I'm
bro,
going to pull
you
up the tafsir
man. All
and give
right,
you the
Tab.
answer.
Hey, Tab,
Because I
man.
don't know
Hey,
what you're reading,
I'm about
bro.
to let you.
I don't know what
I'm
you. I
about to
don't know
let you
what you're
go,
reading.
bro.
I don't know what
I'm
you're
about
reading.
to let you go.
You
Tab,
asked me this joking. I
Tab,
don't know if you're reading a legitimate
Tab.
tafsir.
I just showed you. I just showed you,
I'm
bro. But
not
anyway,
paying attention, man.
that's
I'm
fine.
holding. I got my
Okay, so
earplugs
you
in my
asked me
ear,
to.
bro. I'm
Okay, so
cooking food, man. You
Okay,
need to
so you
calm
asked me
down,
to.
man.
Okay, so you asked me to go to the tafsir. Then when I pulled it up, you said you wasn't. Now you wasn't looking. So you asked
I
me for
am
something.
not looking, man.
Man,
So I
Tab,
said.
mute
So what
up,
I
man.
said is I'll
Mute
go
up.
look
All
it
right,
up when
bro.
I'm
Mute
done.
up, man. Okay, mute
No,
up,
hey,
please,
y'all
bro.
have a nice day,
If
man.
I if
I'll
hey,
talk to
look
you.
at everybody
I
think
can't
about
talk to
what
you no
happened.
more.
Look what happened, man.
Hey,
He go
I
to
wanna ask you a
tafsir.
question before you go, Tab.
Okay,
Before
you
you
can
go,
ask me a
Tab, I
Real
question.
wanna
quick.
ask you a
Sure.
question.
No, I'm done
They,
with the other word. I'm done with your. I ain't got
It's
no
cool.
problem
I'm
with
not
you, man.
talking to you.
But
It's
when
cool. I'm
you
not
done,
talking to
we
you,
can
bro.
try again
You
another
all over
time.
the
But when
place.
you done, I'll talk to Word, but I can't talk with you no more, man.
You
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 being
you, you
fugazi.
No, I'm not being fugazi,
You
bro.
is,
You just
man.
won't let.
I look at the
Oh,
time,
bro,
bro. Look, I'm
bro,
eating.
bro, mute up, bro. Let me talk. You just keep talking over me. You say you make a point about me, and then you won't let me defend myself. That's why you think you're right, because you just keep talking. So you could talk to the word in a second. Let me conclude to the audience, and then you could talk the word all you want. I don't care. So I asked him just before he made the statement about tafsir. I said, "Do you believe in this tafsir?" He says, "I don't know. I got to read it for myself." So I said, "All right, cool. Well, then, if you don't believe in this tafsir at the moment, what does it was made to appear so mean?" What does he say? Whatever the tafsir say, that's what it is. You can go to tafsir blah blah blah, and that's what it is. So now you all over the place. So is the tafsir true or is it not? Because I'm trying to have a conversation about the tafsir, but you don't know if you believe in it yet. So then when I ask you about the verse, you tell me, well, whatever the tafsir says. So I don't know what conversation we can have if you do or you don't know what it means. If you're telling me it means what the tafsir says, well, then I'm giving you what the tafsir says. So how about let's talk about the tafsir? But if you don't know what it
So
means,
now
just
let me explain to the
hold
hold
on.
up, man.
I'm not done. You just said you didn't want to talk to me, bro. Just let me conclude. So if you don't know what it says, or if, excuse me, not what it says, but if you don't know what tafsir you want to believe in, well then don't lead me to the tafsir in stating, well, whatever it was made to appear so means is whatever the tafsir says. Well, I just read the tafsir, and then now you're not allowing me to have a conversation with you about the tafsir. Furthermore, and I'll land with this, you said, bring up the tafsir. Everybody heard you say, well, bring up the tafsir. I took about 2 to 3 minutes looking for the tafsir. I found the tafsir, opened up my screen, showed it, read it through, and then you want to tell me you didn't hear the tafsir. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Look, you need to stop, man. You lying. I didn't say I didn't hear the tax here. I said I didn't see the tax here because I don't have my phone. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm trying to break fast and cook me something to eat, so I wasn't looking at the phone. That's what I said. I didn't even say that your tax here was wrong. I heard you say you got something from something called Quran.com or something. So I said, look, let me go check it out for myself. I even said, hey, I'm not saying that what you read is wrong or nay as far as the source that you got it from. See, I said the source that you got it from. Let me go check the source for myself. And then I confirm. I say, look, it's going to be whatever the tafsir say.
And
So
I
if I
read
go
the
pull, so
tafsir.
look, so why are you asking me a question when the tafsir already answered your question? Because what is whatever the tafsir say. So if you think you're reading the correct tafsir, then you have your answer. Now, if you want me to answer, you would have to wait for me to finish doing what I'm doing so I can pull up the sources and look. And then I'll say, hey, this is the source I got it from. And if your source is the same, I'll say, well, yeah, bro, it's the same source, man. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. No one's ducking you or anything, bro.
So, okay, so you're not allowing the conversation to move forward because you're not paying attention to the stuff that you're asking me of, and then you're using that as an excuse in the argument. You're the one who told me to
you're
bring up
taking
topic.
it the
Hold
wrong
on,
way. If
hold
you
on.
want
Hold on. If we're gonna have a conversation and you're gonna sit here and tell me to prove what I'm saying, when I prove what I'm saying by bringing up tafsir like you asked for and you didn't see it, you heard it, now you're using that as an excuse. Oh, I heard what you said, but I just didn't see what you were reading. Bro, I turned my camera on for that specific reason. So next time you want to come up and have a conversation about something, and when you ask somebody to pull a source up, don't turn a blind eye when they're doing it. You knew I was reading something, and I told you I was going to show the source. So how about you have some respect for the conversation we're having next time, and
bro,
we won't
you
have
have
this
some
argument?
respect. You was asking me questions.
Bro, how about you have some respect and stop filling yourself up with pride and listen to what just happened? You asked me for, and I'm gonna pass it to word after this because you don't get it, bro. You all in your own, like, I don't know, bro. I don't talk to people like that, bro. Like, I would never do that. I would never ask you for a source, and then when you pull the source up, I start doing other stuff. But I'm listening though. And then when you ask me about the source that I just told you to read, I'll tell you, oh, I don't know. I heard you, but I didn't see it, so I can't verify it. Bro, I verified what I was reading, showed you what I was reading, scrolled up, showed you it was Tafsir Ibn Kathir from Quran.com, scrolled down to the Tafsir, read it to you, and you ignored it. You heard it, but you didn't see it, and then you use it. You're using that as an excuse. So, bro, there's nothing else that you can say to me right now, bro. Have some respect for the conversation next time, and we can actually build. We can't build with
Never
that,
gonna
bro.
be. It's not gonna be a next time for me and you, sir.
That's
So
cool.
word.
It's all
That's
good. I don't
look.
have
So
to
look, we
speak to you.
done. Peace be unto you, sir.